What's happening, Wrestling News CC family? Welcome back to the channel where we break down the most shocking moments in sports entertainment. And folks, what I'm about to tell you will leave you absolutely speechless. The date was June 13, 2025, a regular Friday night on the calendar, but for the WWE Universe, it was the night something completely unexpected unfolded on live television. A night that would go down in history as the moment that truth finally snapped. Before we dive into this earth-shattering story, make sure you hit that subscribe button because what happened this past Friday has changed everything we thought we knew about one of WWE's most beloved superstars. A moment when loyalty turned to resentment, comedy turned to violence, and a beloved figure showed us a side we never imagined existed. This was the night Ron Killings, formerly known for years as R-Truth, attacked John Cena from behind on Smackdown Live and declared war on everything we thought we knew about him. The attack came out of nowhere. John Cena was in the middle of his traditional post-match celebration, connecting with the fans, throwing his shirt into the crowd, when suddenly the lights dimmed. The familiar beat of R-Truth's music hit, but something was different. There was no dancing. No "what's up" chant. No smile. Instead, Ron Killings walked down that ramp with a steel chair in hand and a look in his eyes that nobody had ever seen before. Pure, unbridled rage. To fully understand how we got here, we need to go back, way back, into the career of Ron Killings. A man whose journey through professional wrestling has been filled with ups, downs, moments of glory, and years of being overlooked. From being the first African-American NWA World Heavyweight Champion during his time in TNA to returning to WWE and becoming the comedic heart of the locker room, Ron Killings gave WWE everything. He became a fan favorite not because of titles, but because of his charisma, energy, and undeniable charm. He made people laugh. He entertained kids. He had catchphrases like, "What's up?" that echoed through arenas around the world. He was funny, unpredictable, and harmless, or so we thought. But over the years, something started to shift. Behind those jokes was a man who had been overlooked again and again. Who had seen opportunity after opportunity pass him by. Who had watched others, younger stars, bigger names, more marketable faces, get the chances he never received. Think about it. Ron Killings has been with WWE for over 2 decades in various capacities. He's been a reliable performer, a locker room leader, someone who could be counted on to make any segment entertaining. But when was the last time he was in a serious championship storyline? When was the last time he main event a pay-per-view? The breaking point came during what should have been a celebration. John Cena had just defeated LA Knight in a fantastic match, and the crowd was on their feet, showing appreciation for both competitors. Cena grabbed the microphone to address the audience, talking about respect, hard work, and never giving up, all the values he's championed throughout his legendary career. But as Cena spoke about opportunity and earning your place in WWE, Ron Killings was watching from backstage, and something inside him just snapped. Here was John Cena, talking about earning opportunities, while Ron had been earning his place for over 20 years with nothing to show for it but comedy segments and brief title reigns. The attack was brutal and calculated. Ron didn't just hit Cena once and walk away. He systematically dismantled him, using that steel chair with precision and purpose. Each strike seemed to carry years of frustration, decades of being overlooked, and a lifetime of watching others succeed while he entertained from the sidelines. The crowd was stunned into silence. This wasn't the R-Truth they knew and loved. This was Ron Killings, the serious competitor, the former world champion, the man who had been hiding behind comedy for far too long. After the attack, Ron grabbed the microphone and delivered what might be the most powerful promo of his entire career. Gone was the goofy persona, the mispronounced words, the childlike enthusiasm. In its place was raw emotion, painful honesty, and years of suppressed frustration finally boiling over. "You want to know what's up?" he began, his voice trembling with emotion. "I'll tell you what's up. 20+ years of being your dancing monkey. 20 plus years of making you laugh while you forgot I was ever a real competitor. 20 plus years of watching people like John Cena get opportunity after opportunity while I got punchlines. The arena was dead silent. You could hear a pin drop as Ron continued his emotional breakdown on live television. I was the first black NWA World Champion in history. I main event pay-per-views. I was somebody before I became your entertainment, your comedy relief, your feel-good story. But you forgot, didn't you? You all forgot that Ron Killings was a serious competitor before he became your beloved R-Truth. The pain in his voice was evident, and even through the television screen, you could feel the years of resentment finally finding their voice. John Cena talks about hustle, loyalty, and respect. Where was the respect for me? Where was the loyalty when I gave this company everything I had? Where was the hustle to give me real opportunities instead of comedy segments? What makes this storyline so compelling is that it addresses real issues within professional wrestling and entertainment as a whole. How many talented performers have been typecast into comedy roles because that's what the company needed at the time? How many serious athletes have been reduced to comic relief because they were willing to do whatever it took to stay employed? Ron Killings' transformation back to his serious persona represents more than just a character change. It's a commentary on how the wrestling industry often pigeonholes performers and how difficult it can be to break out of those predetermined roles. The fact that he targeted John Cena specifically is significant too. Cena represents everything that Ron feels he never got the chance to become: the face of the company, the main event star, the wrestler who got every opportunity to succeed. It's not personal hatred towards Cena as a person, but frustration with what Cena represents in terms of missed opportunities and different treatment. This storyline has the potential to spark conversations about equality of opportunity, about how wrestlers of color have historically been portrayed in WWE, and about the balance between entertainment and athletic competition in professional wrestling. The wrestling world's reaction to Ron Killings' transformation has been overwhelming. Social media exploded with shock, support, and analysis of what this means for WWE going forward. Many fans admitted they had forgotten about Ron's serious wrestling credentials, proving his point about being overlooked and undervalued. Former wrestlers and industry veterans have praised the storyline for its authenticity and emotional depth. Several have shared their own experiences of being typecast or overlooked, creating a larger conversation about opportunity and respect in professional wrestling. Wrestling journalists have called it one of the most powerful character developments in recent WWE history, comparing it to other legendary heel turns that were based on real frustrations and genuine emotions rather than manufactured drama. Even John Cena himself has reportedly praised Ron Killings backstage for the intensity and authenticity of his performance, recognizing that this storyline has elevated both performers to new heights of storytelling. The most telling reaction has come from longtime fans who have followed Ron's career from the beginning. Many have expressed guilt for enjoying his comedy persona while perhaps not giving enough thought to his serious wrestling abilities and accomplishments. Ron Killings' heel turn opens up incredible possibilities for WWE programming. First and foremost, it creates a compelling feud between him and John Cena that goes beyond typical wrestling rivalries. This is personal, emotional, and based on real issues that resonate with audiences. But beyond the immediate Cena feud, this transformation allows WWE to explore Ron Killings as a serious competitor again. We could see him challenge for championships, main event shows, and be involved in storylines that showcase his wrestling abilities rather than just his entertainment value. The storyline also creates opportunities for other comedic wrestlers to examine their own positions. Are they happy being comic relief, or do they want more serious opportunities? Ron's transformation could inspire other performers to demand better treatment and more substantial storylines. From a broader perspective, this angle allows WWE to address real-world issues about opportunity inequality, racial representation, and the balance between entertainment and sport. It's the kind of storyline that can create meaningful dialogue while still being compelling television. The character work required for this transformation showcases Ron Killings' range as a performer and proves that given the right material and opportunity, he can deliver main event quality storylines. Looking ahead, I predict we're going to see a completely different side of Ron Killings that many fans have never experienced. His in-ring work is going to become more aggressive, more technical, and more focused on proving his serious wrestling credentials. The feud with John Cena has the potential to be one of the most emotionally invested storylines of the year. Both men are excellent on the microphone, both have compelling arguments to make, and both can deliver in the ring when given the opportunity. I wouldn't be surprised if this storyline leads to Ron challenging for major championships again. WWE has created a situation where giving him serious title opportunities would feel organic and deserved rather than forced or token. There's also potential for this to become a larger movement within WWE, with other overlooked performers rallying behind Ron's message about respect and opportunity. We could see the formation of a faction or group dedicated to proving that entertainment value and wrestling ability aren't mutually exclusive. The most intriguing possibility is that this storyline could lead to Ron Killings having the most successful period of his WWE career. Sometimes the best character developments come from tapping into real emotions and frustrations, and Ron has clearly found that source. As we wrap up this breakdown of one of the most shocking and emotionally powerful storylines in recent WWE history, I have to say that Ron Killings has reminded us all why he's been a professional wrestler for over 2 decades. His transformation from beloved comedy character back to serious competitor isn't just good television. It's important television that addresses real issues while creating compelling entertainment. The attack on John Cena was shocking, but the emotions behind it were genuine, and that authenticity is what makes this storyline so powerful and necessary. What did you think of Ron Killings' shocking heel turn? Do you think his frustrations are justified? How do you see this feud with John Cena developing? Share your thoughts in the comments below. I read every single one and love hearing your analysis. Don't forget to smash that like button if this breakdown helped you understand the deeper meaning behind this storyline, subscribe to Wrestling News CC for more exclusive wrestling content, and ring that notification bell because storylines this powerful deserve to be discussed and analyzed. Until next time, this has been Wrestling News CC, and remember, sometimes the most powerful stories come from real emotions and genuine frustrations finally finding their voice. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next one. If you thought tonight's story was wild, trust me, what happens next will blow your mind. So don't stop now. Click on the video right here on your screen to continue the chaos, the drama, and the inside scoop only we deliver. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button, give this video a like, and join the Wrestling News CC family, where the real stories of WWE come to life. See you in the next one.